I'm actually gonna hide that. Hello. We're doing something a little bit interesting today. We are starting our solo D&D campaign. Yay! um, so I have done a little bit of prep for this, but not a lot. So we'll see how it goes. Let me see. Let me get a. Let me get a picture of the mini that I made for Alsare. Greetings unto the DM and player. Greetings. Alright, let me get this. I made a little hero forge of Alsare. That I want to sort of put here so that we have sort of a reference for what's going on. I have a feeling this will be a little chaotic and have me jumping around and doing different things. So yeah, that I think it'll be interesting. Similar internet situation to last time, I'm afraid. Many apologies. Oh, no worries. I'm sorry your internet kind of sucks. So let me add Alsare in here. D&D solo. Alright, here she is. Here's our gal. I'm gonna put her here. Alright, that works. Let's get some kind of background music. Let's see. The playlist. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. I'll do this one. We'll try it. Just something in the background. Alright, hopefully that won't get too loud. Alright, we join Alsare at sort of a hard time. This I actually have written down. Alsare lived 316 years in a small seaside town on a volcanic coast called Hien Alari. In their years, never once did anyone speak of the mountain Throil erupting. But on that day, the earth began to shake beneath them, and Throil burst with lava. Even the gods couldn't save them now. Could they? In the chaos of the moment, time slowed for Alsare, pulling them toward the sea. Everyone around them froze as they ran toward this feeling of greater power. The world around them darkened until they could see nothing. But they could feel the presence of something before them. I can help you save them. I can give you the power you desire. It spoke in a language unknown to Alsare, but they could understand it perfectly. All you must do is a favor to me in return. It was silent, as Alsare thought. A few precious seconds seemed forever. What would you have me do? All you must do is restore my temples. Find those bearing my symbol. You shall know it when you see it. It seemed easy enough for their people to be safe. I will do what must be done, Alsari replied. In a blink, they were back in the chaos. They shouted and led their people out of the town just in time, their newfound powers seeming to help them as they called out to their people and carried children toward safety. And they all watched, from the safety of a nearby hill, as their home was destroyed. They sat there for a while, looking around at the other survivors. Some of them were already speaking of survival, everyone in hurried whispers in an attempt not to scare the children. Alsare had never thought their town of more than 200 was very big, but sitting here with all of them in one place, it had never looked smaller. And so they set off, seeing no point in wasting time as one big caravan of travelers, off to wherever they could find shelter as quickly as possible. And here we are. They are beginning to travel through through the surrounding area. Maybe the sun starts to set and it becomes dark out. And they have to figure out where to go, what to do. They're probably looking for a town, I would say. So, hello, Blackfoot. So they're probably looking for a town. So let's roll up a town for them. Let me get my rolling tables here. Let's see, what do I have? I think it's all... Let's see. This one... Is the rest of my Google Drive? Maybe. This one... Let me search for... I know I have it somewhere. Ah, here it is. Random D&D tables. Okay. Let's see. Let me go to fantasy name generator. And let's see what town they find. Places and locations. Let's see. Let me look at... Let's roll for what sort of like races are in this town, right? So I have my little roll cam, D&D cam. Ooh, you see my hands? Ah, So I have my little dice cam here. Ah, just throwing my dice. It's fine. Okay, and that is a 19. And a 19 would be. Oh, that's dragon marks. I don't want to. I don't want to deal with that. Let's just do between common and uncommon. We could go to monsters races too. My body remembers these Jimmy eating breakfast sandwiches, but it hasn't decided if it remembers them fondly or not. Oh no. Let me make Alsari a little smaller here. It can be like here. Alright, so let me adjust this a little bit. Uh-oh. Okay. Let me just do if it's even, it's common. Such graphics. Yeah, I'm using Chipeku. I'm using Chipeku for graphics. I don't have a ton of backgrounds and stuff, but we'll see. Okay. So our town, the town that we're coming across, is going to be a common race, and the common race that we are going to encounter. I just rolled another nat one. I just want to make sure. 7 is elf. Okay, we're seeing more elves. Alsari is a sea elf, so more elves. And the type of elves that is most common in this area are Shadow Kai. Shadow Kai are elves of the Shadowfell. Why would they be here? I don't like that. I'm gonna reroll. I can do whatever I want. It's my game. Okay. It really likes 6. Okay. I rolled a 1 at one point. I'm just rolling. I'm rolling for fun. So high elves. So let's see. Let's go to our fantasy name generator. And we will go to, is there like an elf kingdom name or something? Elf town name? Fantasy town names, that works. I'm going to roll the generator a bunch of times. And then we will roll a d10 to figure out. Am I missing a d10? No, it's right here. To figure out what this town is called. So we come across this town that is full of high elves, and it is called Wolfvale. Um, Elf Kingdom Town. Elf Tommy. It's called Wolfvale. And Wolfvale is Wolfvale. Let's see. We have a random city rolling table. Uh, the city grew up around the confluence of two rivers. Uh, confluence of two rivers. I'm gonna have to look up what confluence means. Confluence. The junction of two rivers, especially rivers of approximately equal width. Okay, so there's kind of like a join of two rivers here. Let's see. The city is near a region ideal for mining, growing, or grazing. 15, cotton. So we have cotton. There's a lot of cotton here. The city is known for its. That's a 13. Superior soldiers. Uh-oh. The city is ruled by. Oh, that's a D10. Sorry. City is ruled by a benevolent sovereign. Okay. Let's see. The city experienced religious wars. Nope. Benevolent sovereign? At least we know they aren't drow then. Well, it said it was high elves. Let's see. The people of the city are fearful of occupation by a foreign empire. The city is defended by a series of watchtowers and forts. The city is defended by a series of watchtowers and forts spread throughout the region. Spread. The laws are enforced by a company of mercenaries. Oh no, an ad! Uh-oh. The laws? The laws are enforced by a company of mercenaries. Let's see. Within or outside the government, power is held by a scheming noble lord or lady. A scheming lord or lady. Interesting. Okay, so let's say, let me just make something really quick. So I just need to make a make like a little bar thing to sort of represent our thing here. Like our like yes or no rolls. Loud ass car outside, ruining the vibe. Um, Alright, it's good enough. Let me add this in here. There we go. You can't really see it. Change the color of the text. I guess white. Because it's more likely to be dark than it is light. Okay. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to like figure out. It's just, 20 is yes. Below 10 is no. But there it is. Just so we have it. All right. So let's see. Are the people of Wolfvale receptive to our like caravan coming into their city? No. No. That's a 6. They don't want us here. Let's see. Let me grab a town for Wolfvale here. This one? No, that's not a town. Okay, let's do. Oh, I said it was nighttime, huh? Okay, let's. There we go. Okay, here's Wolfvale at night. And so they're not very receptive to us. Will they let us stay anyways? Yes, they'll let us stay anyways. They don't like us being here, but they're not gonna like push us out. Let's see. The people of Wolfvale don't love us being here. But they're not gonna kick us out. They don't love us being here, but they're not gonna kick us out. They let us stay in like a hotel or a tavern? Some of us. I rolled a 10. Some of us. They let some of us stay in the tavern. Do they let... Is Alsare one of the people staying in the tavern? No. So it's probably like families with children that they're letting stay in the tavern, and Alsare's not one of them. Maybe, let's see, is that by choice? Is Alsare letting other people take their place, or is there just not enough room? Yes. So Alsare is letting other people take their place. Like they would have been allowed in the tavern. They would have been allowed in the tavern. Or allowed to stay in the tavern. But they let other people go first. So let's say Alsare goes to sleep. They sort of set up camp somewhere close by. Um, set up camp somewhere close by. And Alsare tries to sleep. It's been a big day of traveling and all of that. Um, do does Alsare have a dream? Like, are they dreaming about something? No, they don't dream. Um, Alsari does not dream. They just they just are out. So let's see. Um, let's see. This area is good for growing cotton. We might be able to get some. Let me pull up Alsari's character sheet. Do I have any? I have 15 gold. We could get some supplies here. Let's see. We have 15 gold and a proficiency in mason's tools. And I only have carpenter's tools. Let's see, I'm mason. It's like a builder. Let's see. I could probably. Let's see. Um, what do I want to do in the morning? Um, so if it's daytime, there we go. It's daytime now. So we're here in Wolfvale. They don't really like us being here, but we need some supplies. Um, do we have enough money to get enough supplies for to get to the next town? Yes. We'll have to scrape by, but we have enough money. Um so uh we have enough money to scrape together for enough supplies to get us to the next town. And I'm gonna take a break for a moment, and I will be right back. I will say, guys, like, if you want to suggest stuff as chat, oh yeah, we should make chat. Hang on, let's take a break from this and make chat for a second here. We'll use Hero Forge for chat. Hey Kenj. All right, let's make chat. Let's make chat. So chat. Let me get a. Oh, alchemy. Okay. Chat is a beholder. Chat is not a beholder. Chat is not a beholder. Chat is. Chat is. But chat has so many eyes. No, actually, I have the perfect idea for chat. Oh, we have vampires now. That's cool. Ooh, spooky. No, chat is gonna be a tabaxi. Sure, chat isn't a beholder. No, chat's gonna be a tabaxi because I think it's funny. And chat is gonna be calling us a furry. Chat is a false hydra. What is a false hydra? Oh. No! Calling us a furry. No, I just think it's funny because chat is cat in. Because chat is cat in French. That's why. We could do. All right, let's randomize it. Let's randomize it. We randomized everything else. We will randomize. This is bright. Can I get can I get some dark mode, please? No. How do I turn dark mode on? Drive dark mode. All right. Let me just find. It might be in. Why is it not in view? All right. We're gonna do it this way. Do it like this. I don't want to like dox my email account. Many email accounts. Okay. So the way the light. It is kind of like a black flavored dye, a little bit with the blue and the purple. Yeah. Okay. So is chat a common race or an uncommon race? Uncommon race. I rolled a 4. Uncommon race. Okay. So of the uncommon races, let's see. Chat is a 14. 15. What even is that? Kalashtar? Kalashtar? Psionic humanoids? No. I'm gonna go up to a 15 because I think it's really funny that 15 is a shifter. Is a shifter. So chat is a shifter. What kind of shifter is chat? Chat is a wild hunt shifter. Chat is a wild hunt. So, tools. Wild hunt. You guys are good at survival. I want to use. I want to use shifter. I want to use. What is it? It's the race that Evander is half of. What's it actually called? It's not a shifter. It's a changeling. Changeling? Changeling. Changeling. Chat's gonna be a changeling. So chat's gonna be a changeling. What is okay? Chat's gonna be a changeling. What is chat's favored form? Is the question. So is chat's favored form common or uncommon? Chat's favorite form is uncommon. Gelatinous cube. That's not an uncommon race. Uncommon 13. No, that's the stupid thing again. 3 is a gnome. Chat's favorite form is a gnome. Yeah, I love the idea that chat turns into whomever input you're listening to. You can't be a gelatinous cube. You could be a plasmoid. Chat is a changeling with dissociative identity disorder. Chat's favorite form being a gnome absolutely makes sense, and I love it. Okay. What kind of gnome are you guys? Let's find out. A D12. Chat likes to be a deep gnome. Let me try to make some kind of non-binary deep gnome here. So I'm kind of like in the middle here. The kind of gnome that uses Mage Hand to fly. You can't be Scanlan. Scanlan already exists. But we can, okay, what class is chat? Let's find out. Let's find out what class chat is. Chat is... Oh my god. Chat is a wizard. Tinkerer. Oh, I kind of like Tinkerer. Alright, you guys can be an artificer. You guys can be an artificer. If chat has patrons, the members of... Could the members of chat be the patrons and we just straight up possess chat? Maybe we'll give chat the haunted one background and you guys are haunting. So chat is a deep gnome artificer with the haunted one background, and you guys are what's haunting them. Alright, how many heads do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's roll a D100 for face. No, let's not. That's a bad idea. Let me roll a D20. Let me roll a D20, we'll figure out what chat's face looks like. I got a 12. And I'm gonna start here with the humanoid faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, that's chat's face. Let me do that again here. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is gonna be a weird looking guy if I keep doing this. 13. I think I'm gonna get back in bed, leaving stream running. Okay, cool. Chat is haunting. I can just imagine catching a spooky ghost voice whispering in chat too. Yeah. That sounds about right. Let me put this back. Okay. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5. 5. That's a nat 1. Alright, and then we got a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, there's chat. Let's roll for hair. Is that a 4? No. 11! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we're not doing this. Hang on. Wait, let me roll a D100 because I think there's probably 100 hairstyles in here. 52. 6, 9, 12, 33, 39, 42, 47, 48, 49, 50. I don't want to give... We'll do this one because it's close, but not like... It's not like in a way that I have to be conscious about. Alright, yeah. Give chat an inch and they will take the mile. Well, we'll keep the. We'll keep that actually. Ooh, chat's an artificer, so does chat have any prosthetic limbs? No. Chat does not have any prosthetic limbs. No. You can't have 2 miles. Alright, what does... Let's see, what does chat... What does chat wear? $8 miles as a treat? Maybe if you guys are really good, you can have an extra mile. Chat does have a face. This is chat's face. Although, I guess technically chat's a changeling, so chat could look like whatever you want. Let's see, is there like an artificer outfit? Okay, does chat live in Wolfvale? Yes, chat lives in Wolfvale. So Wolfvale is kind of full of high elves. Does chat have an established artificer business in Wolfvale? Yes. Okay, so chat has a business in Wolfvale. 2018. Chat has a business in Wolfvale. Chat shall become Chuckles. No! No! Does chat like it in Wolfvale? That's cop. No. Chat does not like it in Wolfvale. Ah. Chat shall become Chuckles. No. Let's start here, I think. Let's start here, and then we'll fantasify this. That's not a word. Fantasify? I don't know. Make it fantasy. Let's see. Let me look up artificer outfit. And we said artificer tinkerer. Do you guys want alchemist, armorer, artillerist, or battlesmith? No! Your name is not Chuckles! I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for it. You guys are an alchemist. Okay, that brings me in a direction. That brings me in a direction. Does chat dress more masculine or feminine? Okay, chat dresses more masculine. Pretty strong masculine as well. So and you're an alchemist. Does chat wear glasses? No. Strong no. Chat does not wear glasses. Does chat wear a face mask? Strong, yes. Which one? 20. 20. Ninja mask. The House of Bonafide Obscura and Bewildering Amazements. Yeah, you can do that. Does chat wear a hat? No, chat does not wear a hat. It's canon. Yeah, the House of Bonafide Obscura and Bewildering Amazements. I'll write that down. I'll put that in Obsidian. That's where I'm keeping all of my Oh, come on! No! No, it's not. Bewildering does not start with an F. Where did you get the F from? It's not. It's Boba. The House of Boba. Man, now I want boba. Delicious. Oh my god! You guys can run an alchemy boba shop. You still have boba. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Alright, let's do D100 for... It's a good thing my wife thinks I'm handsome. 62. 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 57, 60, 62. Oh, that's normal. There was some potential here, but we got something actually normal. At 70. 33, 36, 39, 42, 5, 48, 51, 54, 57, 60, 63, 66, 69, 70. That's some armor. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I want this to be like a good looking character. Stylish jacket. The lab coat. No, I think we're gonna come back up. We're gonna do. We're gonna do. That's kind of neat. Let's see. The trench coat? You want a trench coat? Okay. You can have a trench coat. Does chat wear shoulder pads? Yes. Chat does wear shoulder pads. Or sometimes a gnome, every coat is a trench coat. I like the idea that the coat stays the same size when you shift to be taller. When you shift to be taller, Here, you wanted extra eyes, right? You can have extra eyes. Look. Does chat wear a scarf? Yes, chat wears a scarf. Let's give chat a bandana. Let me take the bandana off their face. I'm gonna ask one more time, does chat wear goggles? I said glasses, but does chat wear goggles? No, it really doesn't want anything on your face. It really doesn't want anything. I don't like the way this bandana is sitting, though. I'm gonna kit bash it on. Come on. I've never kit bashed while streaming, so. That's a little better. Alright, there's your little bandana. Does chat wear gloves? No, chat does not wear gloves. Roll for pants. 39. 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 30, 36, 33, 36, 39. Is these ones. Kind of boring, but it's fine. Does chat get a belt? One fingerless glove, please. Just one. Just one fingerless glove. Big belt. Alright, is chat's fingerless glove on the left or the... Is chat left or right-handed? Chat is left-handed. So we'll put it on the left. We need enough belts to look like a Final Fantasy protagonist. Can do. Can do. So that went down to the soul, and in alchemy we have to put our souls on display to make a deal. Chat should be ambidextrous. Yeah, but I was talking about mostly about like the glove, right? Chat can be ambidextrous. That's fine. All right, chat wants more belts, so do we have any shoes with belts? I think oops. The thieves' boots do have a little bit of belts on them. There isn't anything with like a ton of belts though. We'll go with the feet. Oh, tall. Wait, hang on. Buckle. Modern buckle boots. Let's do these ones. The laced and buckled boots. Is Chad a collector of souls kind of alchemist? Are we the souls? No, you guys are the thing that's haunting them. Chat has the haunted one background. Chat's haunted. You can be whatever kind of ghost you want. If you want to be a ghost, or a spirit, or... I don't know why it's like straight here, but not. Potion. Potion bottle. Alright, I guess we'll do this one. We'll do like a flask in the other hand. Like this. Yeah. I like that. I'll give you all the potions. Give me some kind of, like, dagger on your belt. Be a mongoose dog. You can be whatever you want, haunting chat's mind. More potions on chat's belt, the better. Ooh, new cape. That's a pretty good one, actually. I like that a lot. The mild annoyance poltergeist moves your stuff just high enough for you to barely not be able to reach it. Well, luckily for chat, does chat have a cape? No. Does chat have a backpack? No. Does chat have a giant backpack um, like Alsari does? No. No backpack for you guys, I tried. Does chat have a flowing scarf? No. Okay, what about this? Is that chat? No, it's not chat. Okay, does chat have a monster on its back? No. It said no. It said no. Sorry, chat. It's got moved. Does chat have anything on their back? No. Computer says no. What sort of self-respecting alchemist doesn't even have a cape or a flowing scarf? You have a bandana. That's what I got. That's what I got for you guys. Does chat have any rings? No. No rings for chat. Does chat have any piercings? Yes! Chat has piercings! Does... Let's see. How many piercings does chat have on their ears? One piercing. One piercing. You get one. At least 3. Okay, how many piercings does chat have on the upper part of their ears? Chat has 4 piercings on the upper part of their ears, so there you go. No rings for chat. Industrial. Which piercing is an industrial? Like does chat have a nose piercing? Yes, chat has a nose piercing. Is it on the? That's the bar going across the upper ear. Oh, I don't think I can do that. I could do it with I could do it with kit bashing, I think. I might be able to kit bash that. Let's see. Is chat's nose piercing a septum piercing? No, it's not a septum piercing. It's on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We'll do a D8 then. 7. You get a spike piercing. What's a Monroe? Ken's wants a septum piercing. Alright, we'll switch it to be a septum piercing. You want the spike or the ring? Alright, we'll go with the ring then, because you want it to look like a bull. Does Chat have horns? No. I tried Chat. Can Chat have little horns? No. We shifted to a tiefling. Yeah. Does Chat have any eyebrow piercings? No. Chat does not have any eyebrow piercings. Does Chat have a belly button piercing? No. Yes! Oh, I can't give you guys a belly button piercing, but know that it is there. It is there. Actually, I will find a better shirt for you guys. Let me find a cropped shirt. So you guys can have a belly button piercing. Not available with your current selection. Can you go even shorter? It shows the belly button. Okay, well, I'll give you your regular shirt back. Just know, we know in our hearts that Chat has a belly button piercing. Make a pose for Chat. Chat gets pose 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What expression is Chat making? 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're focused. That doesn't look very focused. Is it mixed with another emotion? No. It's just this one. Okay. Even though this one doesn't really seem to be working. Let's do this one instead, because I think that's funny. I got the piercing to show where it's supposed to be. That's funny. Alright, let me move this bandana back to where it's supposed to be. Now that Chat's been posed. Alright. There's Chat. Does Chat have any extras on the face of theirs? That's pop. No. I didn't even get the option for a lip piercing. Does Chat have a lip piercing? No. That does not. Can we have a bisexual slit in our eyebrow? Not with these eyebrows, but I can do it. The idea that we were grown in a tube. Chad is a changeling. Changelings are weird. All right, let's put some let's slap some color on here. I want actually a little more gray for the skin. There we go. Let's see what color. Does chat have a common or uncommon eye? Uncommon eye color. 6. 6. Actually, I'm gonna go with this one. It's the opposite end of the spectrum, but I really like it. Does chat have black scleras? Dice says no, but Dice said no. Chat doesn't have black scleras. Freaky chat says yes. What do you think, chat? All right. Gold or silver? Gold. But it's kind of in the middle, so probably some kind of mix. I don't know what you're talking about, but the belly button is a byproduct of how we're born. It's not really like part of our genetics. So clones, if clones were grown without an umbilical tube, they would not have belly buttons. Yeah. I'm gonna pick a different like color for each of these. They're all technically gonna be gold. Nanshun is a famous wizard from Faerun who killed a god and started the 600-year spell plague. Big lore character. Oh. I don't know a lot about actual D&D lore. Yeah, semantics. Alright, I have to repeat one. Could be like rose gold. No. I like the gold. Alright, and we'll do gold for all of these little pieces too. We'll do the clockwork gold because it's better. I learned more of it than I will ever need to know. Well, good, you can explain stuff to me then. There we go. There's chat's gold. Gold parts. I think these want. I want these to be. Yeah, I want these to be like gems. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. Health potion. Mana potion. Purple potion. Green potion. We'll get some leather color in here. I like to use this one for quartz. Let's get some Mention and the banished god Cyric. Oh, Cyric! For the central BBEGs for the 6-year-long campaign I ran. I know about Cyric. I was looking at stuff for Baldur's Gate. I do know Cyric. Should I make your coat purple? Ooh, that's kind of cool. The purple's kind of cool. Do like more different purple. So, ooh, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Cyric is an interesting character. I had to twist his motivations that I was worried would be too obvious, but it caught them all off guard. Oh, cool! I love that. Okay. Let's get some boots. Those boots. Make the laces black so they're different. All right. How we feeling about these colors? I try to make it like a Twitch purple. Purple is the most regal fake color. This pleases chat. There we go. I don't like this green. I want it to be a little bit less bright. They also, Cyric was using his cult to return to the mortal realms, but that was impossible even for him. So after being banished for so long, his mind warped and his selfish logic twisted into the idea of, I'm the greatest god. I shouldn't have to go to them. They should all come to me. So he was setting out to merge all the planes, which would have destroyed basically everything, but didn't care because the mad god. Ooh, you have given me some ideas, my friend. Alright, interesting. I like that. I like that a lot. And if you're one of my players, you didn't hear that. Shut up. I don't think any of them are here right now, so it's fine. Alright, here's chat. Or at least chat in their, he's not coming back, he's dragging all of you with to him. Yeah. Here's chat. Let me move their eyes just like a little bit so that we can kind of see their whole look, but they're still like looking at the camera a little bit. There we go. Thank you. Oh, I missed the glove. Whoops. Let me slap some color on there. There we go. All right. Let me get chat in here. Put chat with. Oh, sorry. But we'll hide them for now. Okay. So let's get back to our adventure here. So we are in this town of Wolfvale. And we are looking for supplies. And let's say we're looking for supplies and we stumble upon Chat's we stumble upon Chat's shop. Right? So Alsare comes in. Does Alsare get a knowing feeling from Chat? No. Hmm. Does Alsare need a little nudge? Yes. uh Alsari gets a little nudge from their patron. Telling them go to the house of Boba Fett, take your order. Alsari gets a little nudge from their patron. This person is someone to know. Welcome to the house of Boba. May I take your order? Chat is very manic. Alsari says that she's looking for some potions to be helpful on the road. Does Chat uh let's see. Does Chat what do I want to do? Does Alsare just like immediately ask Chat to join them? Yes, there's a little hesitation, but yes. Alsare says one day I want to get 2 or 3 ADHD players and draft them up to play one shared character with 3 different souls. Each one has different memories and skills and personality, and let them switch up who's playing their ADHD. As their ADHD whim. I say this is a diagnosed ADHD person. I'll play. I also have ADHD. I have an attentive type though, so I don't know. That sounds like my D&D, like regular D&D games, is just all ADHD. Let's see. So Alsare says, like, I feel like you're a good person to know. Alsare tells Chat that they seem like a good person to know. Do they want to come with them? And let's see, Chat I would I get distracted from this? And if so, it needs more. ADHD is why I made my board/table so intensely visually detailed. Helps with ADHD in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Does chat hesitate at all before joining? Oh, sorry. Yes. Chat's like, I have a business here. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure I want to leave. They're like, I have a successful business. Chat doesn't hesitate, it just likes to make a well-informed decision. Yes, chat's not so sure they want to leave. But they think about it. They think about it, and, and they say yes. So chat is now coming with us. No, Kenja's just trying to get me with a D's nuts joke. Kenja's not actually talking about... Alsare. My name is Alsare. I feel like this has made you worse. Oh my god. I'm gonna take away your character privileges, Kenjamin. Don't make me regret adding chat as a character. Dark chocolate almonds? Very good. So... Alsari tells chat about her new patron and her quests. I like how half of chat's brain is like trying to make a D's nuts joke, and the other half of chat's brain is like blissfully unaware. That's hilarious. And so they gather supplies, and chat joins the caravan. And so this town isn't very nice to them. So they're gonna find a new town. They're gonna find a new town. This town is... this town is Last Peak. And the city grew up around a large freshwater lake. Um, the city, the city is near a region. Big enough for the both of us. Ideal for peat or coal deposits. This decomposed plant material, typically from wetlands, that accumulates in oxygen-poor conditions over long periods, forming peatlands. Okay, that's cool. So we kind of travel to a like more mountainy town. And we find no, not that one. We find a new town. We had sort of passed the mountains, and we find this town called Last Peak. Where is? And sort of like a coal mining. Let's see. The city is known for its romance. Uh-oh. The city is known for its romance. The city is ruled by an elected mayor. The people of the city are fearful of pirates. Pirates, smugglers, or thieves, and bands of thieves. Uh-oh. The city is defended by a company of sellswords. Company of cell swords and knaves. The laws are enforced by a cheerful drunken sheriff. The laws are enforced by a cheerful drunken sheriff. Within or outside the government, power is held by a bold war hero. Within or outside. The sheriff only has one law. Power is held by a bold war hero. All right. Okay. Is this town receptive to our arrival? Yes. Hesitantly, but yes. Let's see. Does this town have one of the temples I'm looking for? Yes. Okay. So Alsare senses that this place has one of the temples. Chad is excited to try out their type 5 on this town. Has one of the temples they are looking for. Chat goes to the tavern. To entertain people. Do the people like Chat's comedy? No. It's okay. I rolled a 10. It's okay. Chat gets polite claps. His town is a bust. We gotta keep going. Yeah, we have to find the temple. One of the temples we have to restore is here. So we have to we have to find the temple. So to find the temple, Chaz already started walking toward the next town. Yeah, okay. Alsara's gonna look for this temple, while chat does whatever they want. Passers-by talk about the disappearance of someone. They mention a They mention a cursed... Mention a cursed... warehouse. Long forgotten. Long forgotten. In a nearby cave. Let's see. The town idiot returned from there and said it's really not as bad as people say. For some reason, however, a local noble starts growling when asked about the place. That sounds like something to... That sounds like something to investigate to me. So let's go to this cave. Let's see, do I have any caves? I don't think I have any caves. I could use this. So we come across this one. We come across this cave. We come across this cave and the entrance to the cave. See, the cave mouth is a collapsed tunnel. Collapsed tunnel impassable without excavation. I have a proficiency in Mason's tools. So Alsari's gonna go back to the town and try to get some Mason's tools. Is Alsari successful in borrowing some Mason's tools? No. Nobody wants to let her borrow anything. That is a nat one. That is fully, like... Nobody wants her to take their stuff. Okay. Let's see. We used our gold in the last town to buy supplies for our caravan. What do we do now? If nobody's gonna let us borrow tools and we don't have any money... Is there anything I could, like, sell? I have a hammer. And I have my mace. Okay, let's go back to these rocks at the cave opening. And let's see. Is Alsari successful in breaking open the rocks with their mace? No. Chat pops up having procured the masonry tools you need. Hey, I found the thing you need. Does chat pop up? Okay, chat pops up, but I rolled an 8, so they're the wrong tools. I can't. I was just lying around. Nobody was using it. Nobody. I don't like the way you put a space there. Chat brought me the wrong tools, though. Is Alsari, even though these are the wrong tools, is Alsari able to use them? Is Alsari able to use them to open this cave? No. Chat tries to be helpful. After Alsari can't borrow some mason's tools. But brings the wrong tools. And Alsari can't get the cave open. Alsari decides to take a break for the night. Does the town let the caravan stay in the tavern? Yes. So the town lets the caravan stay in the tavern. Do they have enough space for Alsari to stay in the tavern this time? Yes. Okay. So Alsari gets a room at the tavern. In their room at the tavern. And decides to talk with their best friend. opulence. So I'm gonna take another quick break, and then we're gonna make opulence in Hero Forge. Chat thought we were your best friend. Chat's heart is broken. How can we be best friends? We just met. We just met. I don't have a. Apparently it was one-sided. Maybe we can become best friends, Chef. But Alsara did already have a best friend. Uh, all right, let's make opulence. Chat's been burned before. I think this is just the way we're gonna go. That works. 3 times over, they put me to the stake after my stand-up went south. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, chat. Opulence is a so opulence is a tiefling. Um, who is so they are a tiefling bard. Um, and for some reason, I keep imagining them as like gold. So that's what we're gonna do. Give him some kind of cool, like big old horns will be cool. Maybe towards the front more. I kind of want like do like ram horns. I do love a good ram horn. Opulence feels like a high pony kind of girly, but I don't know if we have a high pony. Yeah, this. Or maybe we could do like like a braid. That works. Okay, let's do 13. Okay. 5, 10, 2, 3, 19. I did a little bit. 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna balance this face just a little bit. There we go. That's cute. I do like the big like ears like this. I'm gonna make them a little bit smaller. Down a little bit. And I think I want the ears to be different. More differenter ears. Yeah. I think these were the ones I had, but yeah, we're gonna do that. All right. Probably a 10 for this. Okay. How tall are they? 6 foot 3. Okay. Pretty tall. Tall lady. What's the weight? like more on the heavy side. There we go. Get a little more like belly here. All right. So Opulence is a bard. We're gonna make her look like, you know, very bardly. I know they have like a bard outfit, but I feel like that doesn't feel like Opulence. That's cool. Does Opulence dress more feminine? Yes, more feminine. They have like a bard, like just a bard entertainment clothes. Yeah, nah. Let's see. What do they have for like pre-made outfits? So Opulence went to college to be a bard. Um, and then basically she came back. And on the day she came back home, uh, she the volcano exploded. Um, so kind of studious, kind of like um yeah, but still like feminine. Like I think she's very feminine, very like frilly dresses and all that. Um, Definitely want something skirt like, very sort of pretty skirts. I don't like that all of the skirts sit at the hips. Like, I don't know why they do that, and it annoys me. Let's get some undies here. I think I'm gonna kit bash a skirt. There we go. And then we can bring in some of these a little bit. So that it actually looks like it's like something she's wearing. I don't quite know what's happening here, but that's fine. It's really hard to see trying to kit bash these skirts. Alright, let me... Here. There we go. Let's get the sort of top. There we go. She want to be, like, pretty. But I feel like sort of studious and preppy a little bit. I like that. And then something sort of like she's a rich kid, lots of money, jewel encrusted clothes, etc. She's not a rich kid. She wants to be rich. And she worked very hard. She worked very hard to get to college. She's gotta be opulent. She named herself that, because a lot of tieflings do. She named herself opulence. Because that's like her goal. Is she wants to be a very fancy lady. Yeah. I kind of liked the. I don't know why, but I kind of liked the jester coat. But do we go just like full jester? I don't think so. No, it doesn't feel quite. Where was that shirt with the like shirt with the corset? There we go. And then some kind of like coat. We could do like a shawl. I feel like a shawl feels very opulent to me. Let me think of how to do it. So, if I was going to do a shawl, probably take one of these capes. Hmm. I like that as is. I'm gonna pose that feels right. Let me get. Did I ever pick an instrument for opulence? I did not. All right, let's find an instrument. I would say like violin feels very kind of opulent to me, but also very accessible. Because like there's fiddle and then there's like violin, which is the same instrument, but one is like sort of fancier, quote unquote. Mess with this. kind of like hold my hand where you would a violin. Did I accidentally make her left-handed? I may have. Oh well. She can be left-handed, that's fine. That's like to remind your real bestie that violins never solved anything. Uh-huh. Why is this? But this is like hella wrong. Like, why does it? Why? Let me just do this. Because this is correct. And I'll just fix it. It's more correct. Anyways. It's not entirely think I need more layers. I need like something else. Some weird things happening with these bones, but it's fine. It's fine. There's some weird stretching, it's fine. Alright, that's cool. I like that a lot. I want a... Yeah, hold a sword in it, yeah. I want... I may have to kit bash on a cape. That's fine. I want to adjust this tail a little bit. There we go. Now the tail is more visible. this out a little bit. There we go. Okay, that should be coming from the right spot now. Shorten this a little bit. No, that did funky things. Let's try that again. Just so you know, Chat is my bestie, just not necessarily Alsare's bestie. Chat is all I've got, honestly. you guys, you guys are my besties. But you know, my D&D character has Chat needed to hear that. There we go. Do I want a different hairstyle? I kind of like that better, yeah. Ah! She's so pretty. Alright, let's give her some earrings. Can't have like super big earrings because it'll get in the way of the violin. But she can have some. Rapier. I may need to also get that on the rapier. Maybe I can pull it enough. No, I'm gonna have to get bash on the rapier. Okay. May not be able to add the rapier with all of the skirt happening. There we go. How is it attached? Belt. Obviously. I like the Monarch's belt, but I think it's a little too busy to have also the Monarch's belt. There we go. Nice little belt tucked in there. Alright. Do I like that? No. I would say it's attached to a corset. That's that's fine. Mm-hmm. Cool. Color. I do feel like give me my Technicolor Tieflings any day. I love me some Technicolor Tieflings. And Opulence is no different. Currently playing a purple Tiefling Warlock. Ooh, a classic. Very nice. Yeah. Do... looks good, I think. I need a color. I need a color palette. Let's see. I want a warm color palette. All right. Let's see. found a color palette that I think I like. Start over here. I'm gonna start here, and she is definitely gonna be yellow or gold. She's not gonna be. But we're starting with this because it's closer to the texture that I want. This is wrong. This is incorrect. Start with this one. Now we go towards yellow. Let me take this and go to get the exact hex code that I want. Start with this and then that. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. For hair, do that. I detect a bard. You do detect a bard. Hello, pastry puff. This is my solo D&D character's best friend that we're building right now. How I ship two characters I only vaguely know. Here, let me show you. Let me pull Alsare up here. So there's my character. Thank you. Oh, I've just realized what time it is. I just looked over and I'm like, oh. it's I have stuff to do today. Unfortunately this does mean that we have to end here with Opulence only being half done. But don't worry. We'll come back and we'll do more. We will save Opulence. And we will come back to this another time. Oh, hydrate. Thank you, Pastry Puff. I do have a little water left. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really hope this was a fun stream. I know it was a little chaotic and like going back and forth between stuff and a lot of like hemming and hawing. But I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. And hopefully we get to do this again sometime. So I will see you all next Monday for whatever we're doing in November. Bye bye.